Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Spurley back again for another video, and today I want to talk about a couple things. The first one is the Blackhawks. Obviously, if you can tell by watching my intro, and if you're kind of a hockey fan, I guess, you can definitely tell that I'm a Blackhawks fan because I definitely got the Chelsea dagger thing, and yeah, I'm a Blackhawks fan. I'm from Chicago. I was born and raised in Chicago, so I'm definitely a Chicago sports fan. And that can be very disappointing at sometimes, especially since I'm a Sox fan. I mean, oh, whoa, holy shit. I am not a Sox fan. That was an accident, I promise. I'm a Cubs fan. And so that's, get my heart broken basically every game. I'm a Bears fan. Which it's not bad being a Bears fan, I'll be honest with you. It's not bad at all being a Bears fan. Love being a Bears fan. And Blackhawks fan. And, if I give a shit about hockey, the times I do give a shit about hockey, I'm saying the wrong things. Basketball. I don't really care for basketball, but whenever it's on, definitely a Bulls fan. Anyway, sorry for all that mumbled jumbled with words, that first little bit. But anyway, so I just watched the Blackhawks lose the third game. And they lost to the Kings, the third game of the Western Conference Championship, I believe. Yeah, we're down 2-1 on the series to the Kings, and that is disappointing. I do not want to lose to the Kings. This is not something I want at all. I definitely hate the Kings. It's every year, we got to play them, and in the Stanley Cup, it just seems like that. Every time we go to the Stanley Cup playoffs, they're there. And so they're kind of, in my eyes at least, and I'm sure in the eyes of everybody else that's a good Blackhawks fan, fucking hate the Kings. And I am no different. I hate the Kings. And I know hockey is not really a popular sport, so I'm assuming the popularity of the sport on YouTube is probably, especially the gameplay section, is probably not that strong. So, yeah, I guess I'll move on to my next topic, and that's I've been having this reoccurring dream, if you can call it that, lately. And it's basically this dream, it's the difference between it and it being a reoccurring dream and it just being the kind of dream that it is that it picks off exactly, it takes place, is what I meant to say, like it starts back up from exactly where it left off, which is really strange. Because even when you wake up in the middle, you say you're having a good dream, and you're like, oh, this is awesome, and then you wake up, or something wakes you up, and you try to go back into that dream, and it doesn't work. That's usually the case. But now, I'll go back when I fall back asleep, I get right back into the dream, and then when I go to sleep the next night, I have that dream again. And so it's a little strange, but I'm not really that bad because it's basically like a movie. It's actually pretty good. So I'll tell you what it's about. There's some kind of situation where me and my family are in my house, defending ourselves against other people. It's some kind of apocalypse scenario, and I know that if you've ever seen the show Revolution, the power goes off, and there's these things called nanos, and they've taken all the power in the world, and now everyone's fighting over, whatever the fuck they're fighting over. Actually, that show just got canceled from NBC. But so in my dream, the power's out and nothing works. So anything that's electronic, any kind of electronic or runs off any kind of power doesn't work anymore. And so that's kind of the scenario that's taking place in my dream, except now it's me and my family having to defend and kind of keep what we have from being stolen by other people. And so it's actually like a movie plot that I would go watch. And so when I have this dream, it's kind of awesome because it's kind of like a first-person movie. So to say, it's oh, it would be awesome to be a character in that movie, or it would be awesome to play that character that you're playing in your video game in real life. I've kind of had that opportunity to in a dream. And it's really cool. And there's some kind of specifics where, I'll tell you one specifically. That was redundant. There's these specifics, and I'll tell you about it specifically. So in this scenario in my dream, it's winter time out, and there's snow on the ground, and it's kind of lightly snowing, and we have, my family, we have, food, obviously, we have guns, we have guns now, and it's actually the same guns we have in my dream are the ones that we actually have in real life. So anyway, everyone's trying, come and, take our stuff, our guns, our ammo, our food, and everything like that, and our shelter, which would be our safe house, which is just the house. And so there's like a truck, or not a truckload, I guess it's like a sedan full of these guys, and they're speeding down the street, and then they pull onto my street, and they're speeding, and they kind of jump, like they pop the curb onto my lawn, and then they get out, and I'm the only one in my family that's right now that has a gun on them. And so they get out, and they trying to start shooting at us, and my whole family, we just kind of hit the deck. And I'm shooting back at them, and eventually, I take care of, these four guys, and we were like, where is this coming from? We got to figure out, who sent them, if they're the only guys of their kind, if there's going to be more people coming back because these guys didn't return home. And so it's just kind of that's the scenario that I'm like having in my dream. It's just kind of some kind of post-apocalyptic dream, which kind of sets the tone for this next little bit. Is I really want a zombie apocalypse, and not in like a serious way, because I know my life would be better without having to go through a zombie apocalypse, but I would definitely be interested in some kind of zombie apocalypse, some kind of outbreak like that, because I think that would be, fun seems, describing a scenario in which the world is coming to an end as fun seems kind of like bad, and truthfully the real version of it probably would be bad, just the version in my mind seems kind of awesome. But that's like the kind of thing that I'm ready for, I think that our population could use it. There's definitely a lot of shitheads in our population that I think we need to get rid of, so to say, and this would be a good way to get rid of, because when there's a zombie apocalypse going on, who's going to stop you from committing murder, and who's going to punish you for committing murder? So if maybe you got that one guy that really needs a killing, this is the time to take him out. And you also have that cool Walking Dead type TV show going on in real life. This would be my plan for zombie apocalypse. Say, just for the simplicity of the scenario, my family can't come with me, or I'm in my house alone, or there's no other family I need to worry about. Like, I only have to worry about myself. Let's just say that in that scenario, I don't have to worry about friends, I don't have to worry about family. It's just kind of myself at this point. And the first thing I would do is I'd grab like all of our guns, and I get them together. I get as much food as I can together, non-perishables together. I get as much as I can with that, and I get it into a car. I load up a car, probably my Jeep. I drive a Wrangler, and so it's a bad car to have, kind of, in an end of the world situation, because it's so not fuel efficient that you're gonna need more gas than you're gonna want, because end of the fucking world. There's not a whole lot of it left. And so what I would do, but it's good though, because you can go off road, and that's kind of what you need in this scenario, because where you're going to need to be going, there's no more paved roads. Like, all the paved roads we have right now, that's it. That's all we're going to have for quite a long time. So I'm going to get in that. I'm going to grab all the guns, all the food I can, anything else that I might need. They're not really thinking of right now. Guns, food, what else could I really need? I would grab, some boots, put those on, and I'm getting ready to, hide out in the wild for a while. I'm going to get my car, and I'm going to drive to our cabin. It's really secluded in the woods. There's no one really else around it. And like the other people that are nearby, I think we only have one neighbor within like miles. And so I would, try to contact him and try to team up with that guy. And because I think in this scenario, that guy's going to try to retreat to his cabin too, because, why not? I mean, that seems like a perfect place to go. And that will buy you quite a long time, in my eyes. Getting out of populated areas will buy you a ton of time. You're not going to have to worry about, really the only problem you're going to really have to worry about for a long time is the actual zombies themselves. And if they're those kind of, wandering Walking Dead type zombies, it's going to take them a while to get into like the boonies. It's going to take them a long time to get in these unpopulated areas because of how much food sources they're going to have in cities. So my goal is, to get out of civilization as fast as possible, and just kind of hold out there, start searching for food, start, preserving if I see an animal, I'm going to kill it, cover it in salt, or get it really cold for quite a long time, and I'm just going to kind of preserve. I'm just going to learn how to live off the land, kind of, I guess, and I'm just going to survive. And I think that would be a really cool, interesting life, because you could have the best of both worlds, so to say. You can have the whole relaxation, calm part, and you can also have that exciting, thrilling zombie, apocalypse fun that everybody is going for. So anyway, that's my video. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later.